Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Here's Foles. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Foles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Go with 5-3! Go with 5-3!
First and 10 at the 40.
Foles. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. On second down, Jacobs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short.
They're not ready for this, man.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, it was third down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the 44, Foles. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What we got?
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Foles got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Foles now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
One. Mike 55.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foles under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Now 3rd down.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a screen to Richard. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the... At the 15-yard line, not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. The drive begins with a handoff to Andrews. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run the counter. It's Andrews, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, sound one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Ryan Anderson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll drop the throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's go. A gain of 7. And the Texans.
2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's Watson. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Alpha. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Texans take
Get ready,
over
get ready, get ready.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing on second and 8. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Following the sack, it's now third and long for Watson and the Texans.
I'm here all day. 44, Mike, 44.
Third and long, it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Past the 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's Andrews. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Got an open man. It's QT. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. And no time now.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out.
To the air yet again, Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the... Back pocket.
Go! Let's go!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it with Andrews. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he's struck. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
19!
On 2nd down, it's Andrews. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Watson on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Watson. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st down, Andrews. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Texans push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense. For us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And this will be a touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running is Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's ready.
And my goodness, another interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And an alley to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, pop.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on